please welcome on stage tonight's first speaker, the Federal Minister for Digital Transformation and Government Modernization, Karsten Wildberger.
Well, dear Matthias Döpfner, dear Sam Altman, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Futurist Arthur C. Clarke once wrote. On November 30th, 2022, a brisk autumn day, that sense of magic entered everyday life. That afternoon, Sam Altman and the OpenAI team released an early demo of ChatGPT. And in an instant, artificial intelligence moved from abstraction to experience. The world seemed to pause and then accelerate. Within hours, ChatGPT was everywhere, in traditional media, on social media, with people planning trips, spinning fables, writing code. 1 million people tried it in 5 days. And by January 2023, it reached 100 million users, the fastest growing consumer adoption in history. That momentum has only intensified globally. The release of GPT-5 has become the most anticipated product launch of our time. It lifted more than 700 million people to the frontier of AI, setting new standards across many domains while making real gains in energy efficiency. OpenAI's mission began in December 2015, and at the center stands Sam Altman, a computer scientist, an entrepreneur with incredible vision. He has built his career on recognizing ideas that can change the world and on taking the risks others avoid. And yet tonight, we honor not technology for its own sake, but the vision that makes the impossible accessible. So, Sam Altman is not just a builder of technology, he is above all a builder of futures. Congratulations, Sam, on receiving the Axel Springer Award 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I have long cherished a line by Mark Twain. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. For OpenAI, that why is clearly written in its founding mission, and I quote, "We commit to use any influence we obtain over AGI's deployment to ensure it is used for the benefit of all, and to avoid enabling users of AI or AGI that harm humanity or unduly concentrate power." These words are more than a statement of intent. They are a compass. They remind us that technology must serve people, never the other way around. They set the standard by which progress should be judged, not only by what is possible, but by what is responsible, by what is good. Because with great power comes great responsibility. And in this field, no power is greater than the ability to shape intelligence itself. Sam, we commend you and your team for those values. They are not only ideals, but anchors. Anchors to be renewed every day as the waves of politics, competition, and ambition rise higher. Ladies and gentlemen, what does this mean for Europe? The cards of digitization are being reshuffled by AI. And let us be clear, AI is not just this another step in digitization, not merely the next level in a familiar game. It is a wholly new paradigm. Why? Because for the first time, machines are beginning to surpass us in every faculty that sets us apart from all other species on Earth, our intelligence. Electricity changed our economies, the internet changed our societies. By AI touches our minds. The closest comparison I can think of is the Enlightenment, when humanity turned from dogma to reason. That is the scale of change now before us. Germany and Europe cannot afford to be a bystander or merely a customer of others' innovation. We have the talent, the institutes, the ecosystem, and vast pools of data. Germany is strong, with a powerful industrial backbone, global champions, and Europe has a market of 450 million people. Our diversity, culture, science, values, and data give us unmatched creative economic strength. What we need now is the courage to act, the pragmatism to adapt, and the will to compete, innovate, and scale. Now we must also find the courage to join the competition at full speed. Not participating would be the worst outcome of all. What do we need? 3 things. First, realism and pragmatism. Our style of regulation too often stifles innovation before it starts. We must give companies, especially small ones, but not only, room to move fast, to test, to learn, and then regulate wisely. Second, infrastructure. AI runs on compute and energy. Europe needs data centers, energy, and training facilities, so newcomers and established business can innovate. And third, adoption. Our industries, large, medium, and small, must seize AI to reinvent business models, create new products, and spread capability across the economy. The diffusion of AI will decide which nations succeed. And the new Ministry for Digital Transformation and Government Modernization will make this a central priority. And its task is twofold. First, to cut bureaucracy and modernize the state, working across government to prune outdated rules and unnecessary procedures, and to make digital the default. Second, to improve the conditions for innovation in Germany, especially in AI and data. Here our job is smarter regulation, clear safeguards that protect citizens, while opening far more space for builders. That also means strengthening Europe's digital backbone. We will expand compute infrastructure, unlock the potential of AI startups, and enable companies of every size to adopt and scale AI technologies. And the state will lead by example, acting as an anchor customer and accelerating the digitization of public services across our federal system for the benefit of every citizen. So let's not hesitate. Let's meet this moment with urgency, with innovation, and with a spirit of optimism. Ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence offers extraordinary opportunities. It lets us tackle problems once out of reach, questions of energy, safety, and medicine. It can help us heal disease. It accelerates discovery, as breakthroughs in protein folding already show. It puts entrepreneurial power in anyone's hands, because with AI, anyone can write code in minutes. And it expands research across mathematics, physics, and beyond. But every innovation carries risks, and this one carries significant risks. Sam Altman has said it clearly. If advanced AI drifts from human values, the risk is enormous. We must keep that truth front of mind. There is the danger of misuse, systems in the wrong hands, bent to harmful ends. There is the alignment challenge. Will AI truly reflect our values and remain under human direction? And there are risks already here: disinformation, manipulation, the blurring of truth and falsehood. What comes from humans? What from machines? What can we trust? Without a shared sense of truth, society frays. Democracy cannot stand if everything becomes spectacle. That is why this question is urgent. Free and independent media are essential to democracy. Yet if journalism becomes mere raw material for training models, who sustains the human-led ecosystem that produces trusted information? As more content is generated automatically, and as companies cleanse and reshape online sources for training, what will reality mean? And what will that mean for our social fabric? We face economic risks as well. Rapid automation can disorient societies, disrupt jobs, and strain communities. So we must bring people with us through transparency and honesty, showing both benefits and risks and proving we take those risks seriously. However, I do have one conviction. Despite all these uncertainties, we must move forward with determination. We cannot manage the risks without mastering the technology. Fear is a poor guide. Ignorance is worse. We must build, understand, and lead. That also means digital sovereignty, developing and innovating future foundation models ourselves, so that our values live inside the technology. Today's language models reflect cultural intelligence, our norms and worldviews. They have taught us what language is, a wonderful and rich medium to build models of the world. Values in AI are not abstract, they flow directly into what we build. Power is concentrating, capital, value creation, talent. The leading AI solutions today are centralized in their nature. The first to field systems that reliably improve themselves may gain an enduring advantage. As a society, we must decide how we participate in this new value creation and how we govern the concentration it brings. Because it's not only about technology, it's about fairness, participation, and cohesion. The future will not shape itself, we will. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of AI demands global responsibility. And responsibility begins with values. Machines must serve humans, always. I agree with Sam Altman. This technology could be more consequential than anything humanity has ever created. For better or worse, it's on us to get it right. We must align incentives, guard against careless sub-goals, and prevent the drift that turns tools into threats. Responsibility also means protecting information and copyright. We need balance, giving AI the training data it needs to advance, while respecting creators and safeguarding the integrity of knowledge itself. That balance will come only through clear norms and reliable mechanisms. Then come the social implications. We need common safety practices, commitments to responsible access, and alliances that cross borders. We must ensure that technology does not fall into the wrong hands and that safeguards, monitoring and coordinated responses are developed globally together. The Axel Springer Award matters because it celebrates a moonshot, the progress of responsible AI and the courage it took to make it real. The message is simple and profound. We build boldly, we govern wisely, and we keep humanity at the center. For Germany and Europe, the lesson is urgent. We must first give innovation the space to thrive, and then ensure that our ethical and social processes evolve and adapt in step with the technology. There will never be a perfect answer. We must learn to live with ambiguity, but we can perfect the craft, always reaching for solutions that are pragmatic, realistic, and above all, human-serving. Ladies and gentlemen, let me end again with congratulations to Sam Altman. Sam, the Axel Springer Award honors not only your incredible achievement, but also the values we must carry forward. Your vision, courage, and sense of purpose inspire a new generation. I wish you continued success, and above all, the courage to keep advancing AI while staying true to this wonderful mission. We look forward to collaborating with you in Germany on ambitious joint projects. Germany and Europe seek collaboration, partnership, and friendship. Strong bonds that reach across borders and industries. We believe in the power of trade, cooperation, and trust. And the new partnership between SAP and OpenAI reflects this spirit. Let us ensure that partnership and friendship between the United States, Germany, Europe, and others rest on shared principles, and that we use this technology for prosperity, for freedom, for democracy, and above all, for humanity. Thank you.